Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's a Rodfather 916. Let me do some business at first. If you're not subscribing here to my YouTube channel or to my Spotify or Instagram or TikTok, please. I know my little ego's been, people have asked me to appear on their podcast and their shows, and mine have suffered because I've been on theirs. But if you like what you see here, please, 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 please hit like, baby, please, 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 subscribe. So this video is going to be based on a video I saw. That's the motivation for this video. My question to you is, when is it okay to unlike your family, members of your family? When is it okay? This story begins with a video of a mother screaming at her daughter who's filming her. The mother has ruined her daughter's credit. Not once, but twice. The daughter wants to get out, get her own place, but she can't because her mother opened up all these accounts in her name, not once, but twice. And so she's unable to get an apartment on herself, by herself. She's unable to buy a house. She's unable, if she gets utilities, she's got to leave a deposit. If she buys a car, the interest is going to be 3 times as much. And mom says, well, listen, your daddy didn't help me. What was I supposed to do? So what are you choosing, your credit or your mama? See, the first time for me may have been a mistake, but the second time is deliberate. Now, it's called credit card fraud, and your mom could go to jail. But to me, that's not love. It's clear she didn't care, doesn't care. When a daughter says, I want she said, I can't buy a house. She goes, well, you can stay here with me. Families put a whole trip on your head. You're supposed to love your family no matter what they do to you, no matter what they say to you, no matter how they make you feel. You're supposed to love your family. I'm too old. Mama, you going to jail. If the rest of the family don't talk about it, don't talk to me, I guess I'm gonna have to be all right with that, because clearly she doesn't have any regard for me and my future. Now, a lot of people say, well, Rodfather, you're wrong. You're wrong, Rodfather. That's your family. Who in the family is going to help that girl pay those credit cards down? When I was 21 years old, I got credit. And I did something stupid, because when you're young, you don't want to say no to someone. So I rented somebody a car. This person didn't have a driver's license, but I rented them a car, and they were supposed to keep it over a weekend. And one day, as I'm waiting on the bus, going to work, I see this Toyota Tercel. This is a while ago. And I said, they looked at me and they said, well, hey, you need a ride to work? And I'm going, this car should have been back at Hertz yesterday. Well, I'm going to keep it another week because I don't have all the money to pay for it now. Which was telling me they were selling drugs in my car that's in my name with no driver's license. But I didn't want them mad at me. So I said nothing. I said, well, you make sure you have it in next week. Next week happened, they didn't have it. Next week happened, they didn't have it. You can't call if that car is in your name and is on the road, you're being charged for it. So 3 weeks later, they still had the car. And I said, if you don't take this car back, which now has a couple of dents on it, I'm going to report it stolen. And they say, "You gonna do that to me? You gonna do that to me, cuz?" I said, "Yeah." So I was young. My friend says, "Well, you don't have no money. If they sue you, they can't get blood from a turnip." They sued me. They got blood from this turnip. They garnished my wages. So now everybody at the job knows that I got sued and my wages are being garnished 25%. People telling me, "Well, don't do it. You know, he's running on hard times." But by the it was all said and done, I owed them $3,000. If you took everything I owed, I know three. I didn't owe $3,000. All my debts together, I didn't owe $3,000, and I'm paying $3,000 for a family member. But God has a lesson. God has a lesson, and that lesson for me was: you don't co-sign for nobody. You don't sign nothing for anybody. I love and worship my kids. I'd walk on my hands and knees through glass and tacks. I'd give them the money, but I'm not signing for it. The only thing they can tell me is, Daddy, we sorry. I gotta go to court. I'm stuck with that. So this is part one of two. I'd like to know what you think. Your mother, your brother, your cousin has ruined your future for 2 years, 10 years. It's going to cost you extra money. Nobody's giving you a dime, but family is saying you can't do that because they blood. What are your thoughts? This is the Rod Father. This is part one of three. When is it okay not to like or love your family? Thank you for watching. Wishing everybody love, joy, peace, and happiness. I'm out of here. Stay tuned for part two. Bye.